Hello, beautiful people. How are you? I'm trying to leave here. I'm about to leave from here to home. Yeah, I have other problems, like if it when it starts raining, it pours shame. Right now it's so pouring. I just don't know what to say, what to do, where to start. I feel so overwhelmed. I'm just entangled in so many things that are happening all at once. Life is so unfair. What's happening is there are 4 of us at home. I did make that story time to say at my home with my siblings. I'm the oldest. I have 3 siblings who are brothers. I'm the only sister among them, and I happen to be the oldest. Now the youngest one, he is 38 right now. He is the most handsome. Guys, I have the most handsome brother. My most handsome brother. Fine, I did tell you that we were Jehovah's Witness family, meaning we are, on my mother's side, we are the 4th generation of witnesses, and on my father's side, we are the 3rd generation of witnesses. Fine. Then what happened is, my brother finished matric. When he finished matric, he went to Secunda in Mpumalanga to work there. He found a very good job. He was lucky to get that good job there. So when he was there, he did join the congregation there, but not for long. He met this girl there in the congregation, but this girl she was not that deep into the religion. So this girl, unfortunately for her, she did not have parents. I think with not being with the biological parents, she did some mistakes. She ended up in the wrong hands. She was involved with a married man, and then she fell pregnant. Now, falling pregnant as a Jehovah's Witness, being told every day that doing abortion is wrong, I think she thought the next best thing for her was to find some brother within the congregation, and ensure that they're gonna sin together. And shortly after, you're gonna tell the brother that actually I'm pregnant and it's your child. So it happened exactly that way. She got involved with my brother, and shortly after that, she claimed she fell pregnant exactly a month after they have what is called sinned. Then she told my brother that she was pregnant. My brother, being now the witness that was raised being a witness for years and years, already battling with the guilt of having had sex already. Now there's a baby on the way. He felt he needed to do the right thing. He married the girl. Without even us knowing. The girl even told her that she does not have a biological family because she does not have both. The mother and father have passed away. There's no need for my brother to pay lobola, and you do know that Jehovah's Witnesses are not that big on lobola anyway. It's not lobola is there. They do practice lobola, but it's not a big thing. If you find a woman that says no lobola, it's fine. The marriage can go ahead, no problem. Fine. They went to marry at Home Affairs. They stayed together. The baby came. Actually, he did tell my brother that no, that was not his child, because when we were introduced to her, when my brother discovered that she was pregnant, he did tell us and asked us that we meet her. We went there. At the time we went there, she was claiming to be 5 weeks pregnant, but we found a whole big bump. That's when the thing started to say, man, how can you be 5 weeks pregnant and have this big bump? Let's go and check. So instead of her agreeing for us to check, she just confessed that yes, I've been pregnant. Actually, I am 5 months pregnant, and this the person that made me pregnant, it's the person that is married. There are no future prospects. That person told me to get rid of the baby, and now I couldn't go through with it. And no, I love your brother. So since I love your brother, then this is I didn't intend to do this, but I love him. I see a future with him. And my brother was fine with that. We were not, obviously, and he was. So we couldn't do anything. If he is happy, like, you understand, fine. They married on their 3rd year of marriage. Their marriage ended when now she got involved with a white man. She found herself a white man, moved in with a white man, and filed for divorce with my brother. My brother was never the same from then onwards. He was never the same. I think he was deeply affected, and then he started being truant at work. He started drinking recklessly. He started living for the friends. I think it was his way of escaping from pain, and instead of dealing with it correctly by going for counseling, he just resorted to other measures of numbing his pain. So he numbed his pain by doing all those sorts of things, and then finally he went into weed, which I honestly think he's mixing it with something else. He became a junkie now, because weed alone, I doubt it would do what he is going through. And then he ended up also with a mental illness. So he was diagnosed with schizophrenic. I'm not sure whether the schizophrenic was always there, maybe underlying and brought out by the drugs, or the drugs triggered the mental health illness. I do not know. I can't say at all. But he has both. He's a junkie and he's also a schizo. So last year, before December, he wanted money from us. He would change the amount that he wants every day, make it bigger and bigger. It started as 3,000. He would sing that he wants 3,000 from each one of us, from myself, my mother, and my other brother. He would say, I want 3,000. How? Shortly after that, it got worse. He wanted 10. And then, since we could not give him the 10,000 that he wanted, he stole my brother's generator, a huge generator. You know, the one that you get for 19,000. He stole that one. 1920. He stole that one. And that generator was the one that my other brother, was using for, because he's not working. He is using it for, he usually gets contracts with the houses or places where they are building houses. And if you do not have electricity there, he would take the generator there, and then he cuts the walls, and then he puts the electricity for people. He is an electrician, but he's just not qualified as an electrician. He works with someone that is an electrician, that is qualified as an electrician. So he does the hard job, and then that one comes and inspects and then gives the certificate. So that's how he survives. Now here comes this junkie taking the only source of income that my brother had. It was such a sad moment. He took it on the 26th of December and ran away. Sold it for 2,500 somewhere, and then ran away. He ran away from then onwards. We didn't know where he was right up until this Sunday. He popped up this Sunday when my mom was sitting after she had been to church. Just as she arrived, there came my brother from nowhere. He is, my goodness, I cannot believe that is my brother. He is the worst that I've ever thought he can be. It's not just that he has lost weight. He looked like a homeless person. I'm talking about a gentleman that looked, hey, my goodness, oh my goodness. He is the worst. And then worst part, I don't know. I think he met people somewhere. Maybe they mistook him for a person that was about to commit crime, or he was committing crime maybe to survive where he was, because it's been 11 months of us not knowing where he was. How was he surviving? There is no 2,500 that can help someone survive for that long. So we don't know what he was doing. Then people somehow almost killed him. They almost killed him. They left him for dead, apparently. They really did think he was dead. And then somebody came there and took him to Johannesburg General Hospital. What is it called? What Maklake? Yes, that hospital. He had been there for months. He doesn't know, he cannot account, but he says it's a long time that he was there. And then he comes back home. He was released, or he released himself, because he has got nothing that proves that he is coming from the hospital, except for the stitches. He's got stitches everywhere. And so the problem is, now the brother, the owner of the generator, was like, yeah, you are back. I want my generator, waka, 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 waka. The mother is like, oh, my son, oh, she's crying, oh, how do you look like when you are like this? Because she was forever crying and praying for my brother. She was talking about him. Almost every call I make home, my mother will be talking about my brother, my little brother. Remember, it's her son, not just her son, but the youngest one. So now it's a problem for me as well. I'm being called. Now I must make sure I make peace between this sick one with the brother, the owner of the generator. And then also I must now talk with this one because he must go back to the treatment. Because without the treatment, nothing is going to be okay. He has to go to treatment. He has to go and restart treatment because he has been defaulting. He said he was going yesterday. Did he go? No. He just went to take out the stitches. He came with no pill, nothing. Yet he is sick now. He is very, very sick. My mom says he comes very sick. You can see he's now medically sick. He's complaining the whole body is painful. And already he was already medically sick even before he left. Without being mentally sick, there is also another underlying issue that we don't know, because he used to complain about a pain in the stomach. Now, my mom says he is so sick. She is afraid that he's not going to last for long. Imagine then. So for me, it's the car, it's my brother. It's so many things. There are other things that I'm not even going to talk about here as well. When does it end, Vel? When does it end? When does it end? When do we ever get to rest, guys? When do we ever get to rest from the problems? All my life I've been fighting. All my life I've been having one problem after the other. All my life I've been carrying. I've been carrying a heavy load on my shoulders, on my head, everywhere. When does it end? When does it end? Does it ever end?